Right, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and welcome to Chickens on the Loose podcast. And we are today talking about the post-match Harrogate game, the pre-match Accrington Stanley game, latest Bradford City news, the weather forecast for the Accrington Stanley game, what's on your plate, and if we want to chat about or vent about anything. We are currently live on YouTube, X, Twitter, Facebook, and other social sites. So get your score predictions in, please. And today I am joined by Haru.
Hey up, Johnny.
And hopefully Max should be there as well.
All right, Johnny.
All right. 2 seconds, approving everybody. There we go. So, Max should be there. Robbie, hopefully. Lee should be also here as well.
Good evening.
Good evening. Right, so let's get the ball rolling, guys. What was your thoughts on the Harrogate game?
I thought it was alright, as in the last podcast you mentioned that we do not have a good record with Harrogate with wins.
Haru, you're very quiet, mate.
Can you hear me now?
No, I'm getting echoing off you as well.
Can you hear me better now?
Little bit. You're not very loud though. But I'm getting
hang on.
off you.
Lee, you go ahead and just go back to me.
So, Lee, what was your thoughts on the Harrogate game?
It was as tough as I thought it were going to be. I went for 2-0, but 1-0 would have always done. As long as we get the 3 points, I think I remember saying, so, and we got them. Happy days. Move on. We owe them. We still owe them. We owe them a proper performance.
And
I thought we played well enough. We could have had some more goals, but it's never going to be easy against an Adams side. The Adams factor is always evident in it, so I'm glad it's out of the way. I'm glad we can move on.
okay. And Robbie should be here as well.
Hello. I don't know if I might
Hello,
say good. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, you're coming in loud and clear, mate.
Yeah, first 2 minutes, bang on. I thought it would end up 4-5-0 at the end of the game. But obviously, yeah, scrappy second half. Just didn't get the ball down. I think I counted about 10 headers up in the air at one point. But yeah, like Lisa, got the 3 points. Job done. We do owe them quite a few. I think we lost like 7 to them. But yeah, we'll roll on to tomorrow against Aki.
And Max?
Yeah, just to add on to what everyone else has said, it was as tough as we thought it would be. Hold it on to the 1-0 win in the end, really. Could have been a lot more, just didn't take the chances as well as we could have done.
And hopefully Haru should have his microphone sorted by now.
Yeah, can you hear me better now, Johnny?
Yeah, it's better.
There we go. Right, Harrogate games, like what you said in previous podcast, we have lost, 7 times meeting with Harrogate, playing against them. Locally, we have won obviously on Saturday, with a 1-0 win by Anthony Sarkovic. I think we could have scored a lot more goals that game. It was very scrappy in the second half, but 2 minutes in when Sarch scored, it was limbs obviously up in the atmosphere block, but I was thinking they were wanting to hold on to that and not give Harrogate the chance to score, because they could have easily made it 1-1. But I think we focused on more on defensive rather than going for the chances to get more goals in. I think we just need to hold on to that 1-0 win. We held on to it, we won it, 3 points on the board, and I'll roll on to Accrington. That's all I've got to say about that.
Okay, and just to add, just to finish off with some stats for everyone, because I know people have been moaning at me on Facebook saying they want more like post-match stuff. So just a couple of things. So Bradford City against Harrogate had 50% possession, while Harrogate had 43. There were total shots for Bradford 8. Total shots were 10 for Harrogate. 3 shots on target for Bradford, 1 shot there. 2 big chances for Bradford and 1 big chance for them. Big chances missed, 1 for Bradford, 1 for them. Fouls committed, 9 for Bradford, 13 for there. 2 corners for Bradford and 2 corners for Harrogate. And that's that part done. Right, moving now on to Accrington Stanley, who them exactly. So Bradford City versus Accrington Stanley at 7:45 p.m. at the University of Bradford Stadium. And the referee is Michael Barlow. Hope Ken has allowed him out to come out today. So Michael Barlow has had 5 appearances in League 2, 8 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. In the National League, he's had 4 appearances, 15 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. EFL Trophy, he's had 2 appearances, 3 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. In the Premier League 2, he's had 1 appearance, 3 yellow cards, 1 second yellow equaling a red, 1 red and 1 penalty. Altogether, he's had 12 appearances, 29 yellow cards, 1 second yellow, 1 red and 1 penalty. And this is where I would now go over to the Simon Parker article. But surprise, nothing is there. So I can't go to that. So I'm just going to go into a bit of insight. So head to head, Bradford have won this 4 times. There's been 5 draws and 4 wins. The top goal scorer for Bradford is Andy Cook, who's out injured currently on 12 goals, no assists, and he's played 22 matches. Wiley, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, he's had 7 goals, 4 assists, and he's had 23 matches played. Bradford have scored 6 goals in their last 5 matches. Bradford have won the previous 4 matches against Accrington Stanley, ranked second at home this season, and Accrington Stanley have scored 2 goals in their last 5 matches. Sean Wiley has created the most big chances for Accrington Stanley, 7, and Sean Wiley has the most shots on target per game for Accrington Stanley, 1. So, straight over to Haru. What's your thoughts on the Accrington Stanley game?
To be honest, with Accrington Stanley, I'm thinking it will be tough. Don't get me wrong, every game, sometimes it's tough, sometimes it's easier. With Accrington Stanley, they are what, 20th in the league, so they will be trying to scrape as much points as they can, hopefully to stay in League 2, because I've got a feeling they might drop down to the relegation zone, if I'm quite mistaken. They are currently 20th. They will be trying their hardest, their absolute best to beat us tomorrow night, because they want the points as well, because they want to stay up in the league, because they don't want to get relegated out to the National League. But yeah, I'm thinking of their starting 11, their formation, then comparing it to ours. We've got a pretty good, decent chance to win, hopefully, and get higher onto the league, because currently we are, 4th in the league. We are in the playoffs part. We're aiming for that automatic promotion. So we need all the points we can get at this moment until the end of the season to hopefully get promoted to League 1. Yes, Accrington will need all the points that they can get to at least stay in League 2 and not end up in the relegation battles with, I think it's the likes of Morecambe and Carlisle.
Okay, and Robert?
Yeah, I just got to treat it like a normal League 2 game. Positive mindset going into it. I won't be focused on other teams around. I think we just got to go in there, get the job done, get the 3 points. Probably another player to watch out is probably Costello, which is at Accrington. Ex-Bradford player, has probably got a bit of revenge on us. Obviously on loan from Burnley. Yeah, positive mindset, got to go in, got to get the 3 points to get the job done. But I'm not too worried about Accrington. I'll probably treat it the same as Morecambe and Harrogate. See where we go, hopefully get the 1-0 lead and then go from there.
Lee?
Pretty much same. Do you know, Aru, can I just say, your microphone is, for me, I don't understand the word you're saying. It's just too high.
I'm connecting to my headphones.
It's like you're sat in a bean tin.
I'm connecting to my headphones because the only way I can speak with a mic.
I have no idea what you're saying, mate. It's just a noise.
Yeah, your microphone is a bit shit today, Haru. That's partly
It's not good at all.
Yeah, I'm connected to my headphones today because I don't know what's on my phone.
No,
I have no idea what he said.
Instead up the
You
effing
can,
chicken.
Haru, if you can go on like loudspeaker or something, because your headphones, mate, are shocking. Max?
Yeah, one moment.
Right, I haven't finished yet, mate.
Oh, sorry,
I'm
Lee.
just saying.
Right.
Yeah, just Accrington, innit? Like Robbie said, it's just exactly like Morecambe, it's exactly like Harrogate, but I just think it's a game we should always win. I think we should always beat Harrogate as well, to sort of elaborate on that. But for some unknown reason, Bradford have always been the same. They've always had the same characteristic. We can beat all the top sides without any problem. Bottom sides, we struggle. We need to treat them like top sides. Is that just me speaking outside the box?
No, I agree with
Maybe
you.
Alexander's listening. We just do. We seem to treat them like we expect to beat them 3-0 every time. And then when we go 1-0 down, we're worried. And then we panic. And it don't quite work out, does it?
The problem we have, Lee, is we're the biggest team in League Two. No doubt about it. And every team's going to show up against us and try and embarrass us. That's what we go against.
Yeah.
We've got to treat every 46th game of the season as a final. That's how we do it. Obviously, sometimes we don't show up and it is what it is. We do get embarrassed, but
that's it, isn't it? We need to treat them like they're the best team in the league. And not, like you said yourself, not worry about where they are in the league, because everybody's capable of beating everybody else, and everybody's proved that this year. There's been some strange results right across the board. We need to make sure we keep getting 3 points. We can't afford slip-ups now, not at this stage. We're on the run into May, aren't we? So I just want us to get 3 points. End of. It's going to be tough. Every game's going to be tough because, as Robbie said, everybody sees us as the biggest team in the league, and I don't like that title. Don't sit well with Bradford City, don't that? Might be true, but it might not. Enough said.
Max, you got any thoughts on the Accrington Stanley game?
Yeah, so as everyone else has said, it's going to be tough. We can't get overconfident. We just can't get ahead of ourselves. Just need to stay calm as we have been the past few games. Close the gap with Walsall as much as we can. Hopefully get 3 points and go back up into autos. And just stay up towards the top of the table.
So, going over, has anyone else got anything on to talk about the Accrington Stanley game?
I think we beat them 3-0 last time at theirs, so I should be open a bit more goals at her end.
So, sliding nicely into that, Robbie, thank you for setting me up for this. So, score predictions for the Accrington Stanley game. I think it's going to be 1-0 to Bradford. Sam on TikTok thinks it's going to be 2-0. Haru, what's your score prediction for tomorrow's game?
Firstly, can you hear me? Can you hear me better now?
No, it's worse.
Hang on, let me leave a joint back. I think it's something to do with the thingy. Just give me one moment.
Alright, Robert?
I said 3-0 against Harrogate, obviously didn't go well. I said 2-0 against Morecambe, that didn't go well. So I'll be happy with 1-0, a clean sheet, I'll take a 1-0. But overall, I'll probably go 2-0 Bradford, especially at home.
Lee? Are you there, Lee?
Yeah, I'm there, sorry. Clicked wrong thing. Exactly the same as Robbie. I'll be happy with 1-0, but I'm going to go for 2-0 too. So, I think we can score more, but we're at home. Yeah, 2-0.
Okay. Haru, are you back?
Yeah, can you hear me better now?
Better. So what's your score prediction for the Accrington Stanley game?
3-0 to the Bantams.
Okay. And Max?
I'm going to go 2-0 to City. Hopefully just keep a clean sheet, get 3 points and happy days.
Okay. Anyone else got anything to talk about the Accrington Stanley game?
Just keep a clean sheet is important, isn't it, for Mr. Walker?
They're fighting for points more than us, especially with only 7 points being clear.
Exactly, yeah.
I think there's only Harrogate around what's played an extra 2 games, which they're not worried about, but I think
goal average could come into it by end. So keep a clean sheet, it's got to work in your favour, hasn't it?
Yeah, it does.
So the weather forecast for tomorrow's game, the sun will rise at 7:35 and will set at 5. And basically it's going to be absolutely pissing it down all day. So hopefully the game will be on. So if you do go to the game, make sure you take your big coats with you due to the weather. And also it's going to hit between 3 and 4 degrees tomorrow. So wrap up warm, and that's your weather forecast for tomorrow. So moving on to latest Bradford City news, just to say there's nothing really out, but the Birmingham game is going to be at 8 p.m. on the 18th of February. It's a Wednesday. I'm hoping to get there, and I really hope I can get out of work on time to get there. Max, you got your hand up, mate?
Yes, just a quick question. Do we have a predicted lineup for tomorrow?
Predicted lineup, there's nothing out, but I'm hoping he sticks with the same team. Possibly to see how Cav is after he had a knock. Robbie, you had your hand up, mate?
Yeah, 18th of Feb's a Tuesday. Just give you an heads up, not Wednesday.
Yep, Tuesday 18th is 8 o'clock kick-off all the way down in sunny Birmingham for that. So, Haru, you got your hand up?
Yeah, just to say that. Just make sure you don't ask someone to park in their garden again, eh, Johnny?
Yeah, see what happens.
Yeah.
Right. Anything, so does anyone want to chat about, vent about anything? Starting off with Haru?
Not much to be really. Like, obviously, we just need to get the points and carry on focusing on to get promoted out of the league, because we have been on good form so far. We have been winning so far. Only one loss to Wimbledon. Rest we have won so far. So yeah, if we just carry on what we're doing, like I said before, we carry on what we're doing, most likely we are getting out of the league. Hope, fingers crossed in automatics, but I'll even take playoffs if we do somehow end up in playoffs, but I'll take automatics over playoffs.
Robbie, do you want to chat about, vent about anything?
It was nice to see Shepherd actually. Obviously him hobbling off against Rotherham in the cup game. Nice to see him back on the team sheet, obviously not picked up an injury. And Crutchlow's first home game as well, back at Valley Parade. I think he played pretty well. I think obviously it was the right decision to take him off. I think he was a bit sluggish in the second half. I do have to admit to that. Got a standing ovation as well when he did come off, which was nice as well. But yes, go on tomorrow.
And before we go to Lee, we've had Steve Mundy on Facebook. Great name, Steve. I like it when you turn up. He thinks 2-0 City. Clean sheet, 3 points, and they're starting again on Saturday versus Newport away. So I think Steve's there trying to say same line-up as that. So back to Lee. Do you want to chat about, vent about anything, Lee?
Not really, no. I just think he'll come out with same. He'll certainly come out with same squad. I thought he picked right team against. I just think he picked last game right team. This time he's going to go the same way, I hope. And hopefully it won't be as harsh as it was. I don't think their defence is a patch on what Harrogate brought, so I just think we've got a good chance of 3 points. And let's go for it. Come on, City.
You've got your hand up, Robbie?
Yeah, I'd love to see Mellon starting a game for once, see how he does. Use Cabin second half, obviously, if we are drawing a 0-0. But yeah, I'd like to see him have a little bit of a run out, see what he's got to offer.
Just going to say the same thing. When he came on, he kind of...
I think he just got told to sit on the halfway line, let him have the ball there and go from there. Just don't force anything out and make gaps. Yeah, I'd like to see him off the front
press foot. Him, that would it, wouldn't it?
I'd love to see him on front foot, see if he can do better than Cav and obviously nick a goal as well.
Yeah, I'd like to see him get some balls to run onto. Because that's what his forte is, isn't it? Getting in behind.
Chat about anything, Max? Vent about anything?
Yeah, hopefully he starts the same squad that we've had. Maybe swap Cav out for Mellon, depending on how Mellon comes into the squad. I don't think Mellon was too bad on Saturday when he came on. But hopefully we get to see Robbie in his bright yellow jacket again tomorrow with the weather conditions.
I'm going to say you will do if he's peeing it now.
Yeah, I was just about to mention that myself.
Yeah, that's a lucky yellow coat now, Robbie. You can never take that off. You have to come to every home and away game with that now, mate.
We've got Robbie in his yellow coat, and we've got hopefully Mellon not playing under orders defensively just to enforce the press. So it's all there for us, isn't it? It's the thing I like about it so far this season. After everything that's gone on before, it is still in our own hands.
It's nice as well.
It's just there.
We've got no injuries and we've got no excuses.
Yeah, we're getting stronger.
Yeah.
So we've had Sam on TikTok. Right, has been solid for the past 2 games. Agree with you there, Sam. My vent is about Tommy Lee. And after watching him now for a couple of games, obviously he came on against Carlisle, he ran around like a headless chicken. But then when he started the other day, he seemed weak. And I don't know if it's just me, but he just don't seem to get football, because where I'm sat, Alexander's always like telling him what to do. And surely as like a professional footballer, you should know what to do as a footballer and a striker. I don't know if anyone else has noticed him. Robbie, you got your hand up?
Yeah, I've noticed. I think he's just getting used to the system. I think Graham's only using him for his head-up moment with the flick-ons to Cav. I've seen that as well a couple of times. But yeah, literally when he started the other day, I'm thinking, why is he starting? I prefer him as a sub. Come on, win a couple of headers and go from there. But yeah, I do agree with you there.
Lee, you got your hand up? Got your hand up, Lee, you there, mate? Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you get me? Yeah,
I can hear you, mate. You always scare me when you go quiet.
I know, scare myself. But I think Mellon, not Mellon, I'm still talking about the wrong player.
Lee?
Tommy Lee.
Tommy Lee, yeah.
Yeah, Tommy Lee, Alexander's really playing him a little bit he's playing too much towards the fact that he's played striker, but he's not really a striker. He's more of a midfielder. He should be where Sarcevic is. He should be where, and with Walker coming into form, in my opinion, how long's Tommy Lee going to stop in this side? That'd be my worry for Tommy Lee, but he's not a striker. He's not an out-and-out striker, not like Mellon. He's a midfielder. And Alexander has a history of playing people out of position, and I think that's not going to help Tommy Lee, is it, really? Quality player, though. He ain't doing too much wrong, but sign of the times, I think things are changing.
Does anyone else want to chat about anything? Anyone just want to generally chat about anything?
Lapsy got dropped. I don't know if you saw that other day. He wasn't even on the bench either. I haven't really heard
I think that was from training.
I don't think it's injury, because I think he would have said he's took a knock or something by now. But I just don't think he's performed that well. Came on first 5 minutes for his debut, got sent to the shops, and then got a yellow card straight after. Yeah, I haven't really seen much of him either.
So Sam said on TikTok he's not a fan of Johnson, Callum Johnson. So what's people's thoughts on Callum Johnson at the minute?
I don't mind him. Did his job. He's done his job at the moment.
Yeah,
I know he hadn't contributed with the goals and anything, but he's done his job. That's all I can say. Same with Huntington. I think he's played class last couple of games.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with Robbie there.
Yeah, for sure, Johnson. He's still making mistakes, but there's a few new people that haven't had that much game time. So you've got to give them a chance. And I don't mind Johnson at all. I still would like to see Ben coming back into the squad. I don't know what he's got to do to get a game lately, but he's a quality performer.
And what's everyone's thoughts on Sam on TikTok? Huntington is spot on. Yeah, I agree with you there, Sam. He's coming in, he's doing the job and stuff like that. What's everyone's thoughts on Jamie Walker at the minute?
Oh, Harrogate game, he got his 400th appearance, didn't he? Or something like that. I like Jamie. He plays a good game. But I'd like to see more of him. I'd like Graham to put him back in starting 11. But I think the reason why he hasn't put him in starting 11, for recently wise, is that I think he's dropped off his game. I don't know, but with Graham, it's different. But for me, I'd like to see Jamie back in starting 11 for tomorrow night's game.
Robert?
Yeah, it's one of them players where people love him and people don't. So, for example, one game he don't show up, people hate him. One game he shows up, comes on a sub, I don't know, gets an assist, scores, great, unbelievable, best Scottish Messi you've ever seen. Obviously, 31 years of age, he is injury known, but the only thing is, what I love about him, he plays for the bloody badge. Comes on, last 30 minutes, he runs around like another chicken and is not scared to get in a challenge, and it's nice to see that. It's like having another Smallwood on the pitch. But yeah, I do think he has earned his spot. Obviously, hopefully he doesn't get injured if he does get his spot and it does go downhill from there. But yeah, I'd have him in starting 11 any day.
And what about yourself, Lee? Thoughts on Jamie Walker?
Jamie Walker's worth his shirt every time. As Robbie just said, he plays for his shirt. What you see with Jamie is what you get. He plays, and he plays to win. And he'll go for everything. He will put the press in that Alexander's after. He's not scared of a tackle at all. Sometimes to his own detriment he gets fouled, but the opposition seem to know how to deal with him, because as often as they can keep him on the deck, on the floor, on his ass, that's what they do to him. They don't let him run because they're scared to death of him. Top player. Some of you won't remember, but some of you will. We had a player called Mickey Kennedy. 100% competitor. Somebody got wind.
That's Raj.
All right. Lay off the beans, Raj.
No, it's not me. It's windy outside.
All right.
How are you anyway?
Not bad, mate. Now, Walker's a win-win for me. If he's in team, we always perform better. Because people know what he's going to do when he gets on pitch. He's going to give his all. He always does. Always has. And probably always will. He'll go out on his shield.
Is he like
So before we go to Raj, we've had Jake on TikTok. Walker is class. Sam's picked up form really well. He's had a massive impact when he's come off the bench. And then he's put, I want to see that hella though. Right, so Raj, what was your thoughts on the Harrogate game?
Good evening. How are you? You okay?
Yes, Sam, mate, yourself?
Yeah, I'm outside actually the stadium now. I'm playing football at the Beep Centre at 7 till 8.
He did.
So I'm just near the ground now. But anyway, my thoughts on the Harrogate game was basically it was job done. It was always going to be a hard game, like I said to you in the last podcast when I spoke to you. I said it was going to be a bit of a tricky game given their record against us. But I thought, we wasn't at our best, but we did enough just to get the victory, and that's all that mattered to me. It doesn't matter how you win. Sometimes you can play ugly, and you need to grind out a result, and that's what we exactly did, Johnny.
And what's your thoughts on the Accrington Stanley game?
It'll be another tricky game because they're on a decent bit of form out there. They're doing all right as well at the moment under Doonan, and obviously their captain is it Worley, Simon Worley, yeah. That's his name. Their number 7, he got Player of the Month, so he's a very much a player in form. Although I thought Patterson should have got it, but never mind there. But yeah, so it'll be another one of those games where we'll have to be ready. But I think Graham might just rotate it a bit, bring in a couple of other players in, and I'd love to see Jamie Walker start tomorrow. It'd be nice to see him get a game because he's earned his stripes to get back in at the team and get a run. So hopefully, he'll get a game tomorrow. That's what I'd like to see personally myself, because like Lee was saying before I joined the chat, Jamie Walker gives 110%. He's Bradford City through and through. During his 3 years he's been at the club, and he cares about the club. He loves the club, and he's that kind of player who'd go out on his gum shield, like Lee said. So I hope he gets a game tomorrow, definitely.
And what's your score prediction for tomorrow, for Raj?
I'm going to go with a tight 2-1 win to Bradford. It's going to be very, very tight this game, but I'm just going to go heart on my head and just say 2-1 to Banners.
And do you want to shout about, vent about, talk about anything while we got your ear?
Not much apart from that stupid post that's going about on. Have you seen it? The one in the alleyway, just a bit above, about that alleyway being a bit dirty, and they try to refer.
Oh
to
yeah, I've
football
seen
fans
that. It's
about-
all over TikTok as well.
Yeah, they try to refer about our ground and stuff. Some of these fans, but I think it was Grimsby fans who apparently took that in January, and I thought that alleyway's always been like that over the years. Anyway, it's been like that for a long, long time. This is not the first thing. Hopefully, it'll get cleaned up because I know City Event talked about it, but. It's just pathetic how these football fans are trying to say, oh, Bradford's a dirty area, this and that, and they try to relate to it with it being so close to our stadium, which is...
Yes, and Leeds fans have also been reposting that and stuff, posting stuff like that as well.
Yeah, it's sad, isn't it? But, you look at outside Valley Parade, it's very clean, you look at it generally, that's further up the hill, you know what I mean? So...
Yeah.
So with that road there, that's private road.
Yeah.
I've seen I think loads of people tweet the council, and the council have replied basically it's a private road, but it's going to get looked at.
Yeah, they'll get it sorted.
Yeah, but what got me on that video though is it looks like a guy's having a piss.
Yeah, in the background.
Yeah.
In the background,
Do you know what irritated me about it? Why are away fans not doing like they used to always do and come in up Midland Road at bottom?
Yeah.
What are they doing up there? You know what I mean? Are they even fans? Or just...
Are we going? Because there is a lot of food places up there, up on Manningham Lane, but I think there's more food places closer to Midland Road. There's more food places closer to Midland Road. Don't know why they're up where the home fans should be.
So, starting off with Haru, what's on your plate, Haru? What are you having for your tea?
So I'm having, for my local takeaways, it's a deal that's going on. So basically, it's a chicken and cheeseburger with chips and some doner meat. I'm gonna have that.
Robert?
Chicken wraps tonight with side of fries, so I can't complain.
You having it dry? Or are you having a sauce in there?
Barbecue sauce mixed in.
Happy days. Raj, what about yourself after your football? You having a feast after your football, or? You still there, Raj?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. What are you having for your tea after your football game?
Me, I'll probably have a sandwich or something. I don't know yet. Let me just burn some calories and enjoy a little run out tonight. That's it, man.
Happy days. And last but not least, Lee.
Well, them were the days. I'm reverting back to my childhood. I'm having some chunky fish fingers with some prawn cocktail and a few potatoes, and that's a good one. And that's what I'm having.
Happy days. I've had some chips, chicken, and some bubble and squeak, whatever it's called. I had a bit of that for my tea. Right. So it's that time again. So I want to say thank you to Haru, Robbie, Raj, Lee and Max for all coming today. If you've enjoyed listening to their voices, this podcast, this space will be becoming a podcast in the next 15 or 20 minutes or so, and it will be all on all podcast services from Apple Music to Spotify and also on YouTube. We have got a small small Facebook page, Up the Chickens, Bradford City Up the Chickens on Facebook, where you can do Golden Goal every match day and Super Six every year. Also, give us a follow on Chickens oh my god, I keep forgetting my own name. Chickens on the Loose podcast on all podcast services. So thank you everybody again. Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. And just for you, Sam, keep it lemon. Good night.
barely make a sound that echoes across the valley from our city's football ground.